It's not great white. It's made of plastic. Nothing here is real. So there's that. No, but there she is, resetting, ready for the next show. She does show after show all day long and only asks for around about a week of repair every year, which is fantastic. Especially in comparison to the shark they used for the movie Jaws, which didn't go very well. That thing was broken a lot. On its first day of filming, it sank to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean and didn't come back up for 2 whole weeks. I mean, they brought it up on the first day to sort of pretend to the producers that it was fine, but it just kept sinking. So here's Steven Spielberg to tell us more about how the shark from the movie Jaws was constantly not working.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited.
The shark worked well enough. For a while there, it had the biggest impact. So I really owe the shark a lot.
Now there, on your screens, is Steven Spielberg in the mouth of his mechanical menace, Bruce, which he nicknamed after his attorney because lawyers are sharks. Get it? That's why the shark from Finding Nemo is called Bruce. It was nicknamed after the shark from Jaws, which was nicknamed after Steven Spielberg's attorney. Because fish and your lawyer, they're friends. Over here on the right-hand side is the Chicken Ranch, built for the best little whorehouse in Texas, starring Dolly Parton, the original progenitor of the song I Will Always Love You. For About a Boy, they added a few facades around this building to make it feel like a little neighborhood all of its own. And they look really neat. And across the street, there's another little neighborhood all of its own. We call this street Colonial Street, but you're going to recognize it a whole lot better as Wisteria Lane from Desperate Housewives. You've even got Gabrielle Solis's house just here at the front on the left-hand side. She was played by Eva Longoria. Got Terry Hatcher's house further down as well. And the whole street was iconically popular at one point for Desperate Housewives. And after the first season, ABC and Universal realized that they'd kind of cottoned on to a hit. So they decided to build out the street a little bit, and they added this lovely garden at the end of the cul-de-sac, which we're going to pass by, and 2 more houses over here on the right-hand side. Just after this baby blue house, we've got 4360 just on the right, and at the very end, that house had to be built because Edie Britt's house burnt down in the first season. And when she left the show, played by Nicolette Sheridan, that house was moved into by Renee Perry, played by Vanessa Williams. It's not just the Desperate Housewives that are filmed on this street though. It was also used for Ted 2, The Burbs, Harvey. This building over here on the right, that was used in previous President Ronald Reagan's movie, Bedtime for Bonzo. On the other side, the baby blue house, Kermit the Frog lived there in his Lipton tea commercial that became a meme. But that's none of my business. Ace Hardware films in this beige house all the time. The whole street's been used for events, fun little special parties for productions, and even for Tesla. And this is a nice one. That house right there, that lilac one, that used to be 1313 Mockingbird Lane on the Munsters. So if you ever wondered what colour that house was, it's lilac. And here are a few more shots that were filmed on our Colonial Street. Now we do have quite a few neighborhoods here at Universal. We've got our big bustling metropolitan cities, the Old West, Old Mexico, Little Europe, Amity Island, which doubles up as Cabot Cove from Angela Lansbury's Murder, She Wrote. We even have this road that feels like it's in the middle of the wilderness, so we call it Wilderness Road. That's an easy name. It was used in Bird Box with Sandra Bullock, Rescue 911 with Peter Krause, and it's even where Terry Hatcher broke down in Desperate Housewives. But sometimes we don't have what we need. We need to build it completely from scratch, from the bottom to the top, like we did for How the Grinch Stole Christmas, directed by Ron Howard and starring this guy, Jim Carrey.
Mr. Grinch.